start with ready, as I have been doing so recently. What is this? This is the French, I guess, possibly. Although I'll just start by kiddoing. Okay. I can still play this plan and then just c4. Their center is going to be, I think, a little weak if I take it, although it should be fine for them. If I don't take it, I fear winning it back is going to be a little difficult. I can also go with like b3, for example, supporting it and preparing to fianchetto the bishop, and then they might decide to push. I'm going to play b3 actually, which should be fine, I think. Now we're gonna get the double fianchettos. Yeah, I don't think that changes anything. I will just castle, and I can eventually just look to take it, but not yet. My bishop should be very powerful in this game. They might be waiting until I play bishop b2 to push, but that should be fine considering I'm just going to be playing e6, perhaps even immediately, and I think all is well there. So yeah, we'll start with this. Might have to play e3 at some point to deal with this knight, but yeah, I think this is fine. There's a bit of a question of where do I go from here? Would it make sense to perhaps start with e6? Probably not. Maybe. If we get this pawn structure where I have the pawn here, and I have e6, am I going to be able to push this easily? I think so. I think I currently have enough looking towards there. You can also just try to break like that. I can start with a3. I don't know why that would be needed though, immediately. They're coming in here. I think it should be fine. Maybe not. I really could start with a3. First d3 and whatever. I mean, there I just kick it. Oh, but then they get this square. So I think I need to prevent them from getting this square when I play d3. So I think I will start with this. Now d3 is probably the right plan. I can also consider taking at this point. I'm not entirely sure which is better. There's a lot more thinking involved because there's a lot more room involved for me than my opponent, because there's a lot more room for me to like lose the game very quickly. But I think this should be okay. Now we can work towards d4. Whereas my opponents, they can never really mess this up in a way which is too bad for them, but I can definitely mess this up very much with the way I'm playing. The tension matters a lot more for me than my opponents.
At Pick and Save Pharmacy, Care is making things convenient so you can shop and get alerts when your prescriptions are ready. Plus, our
maybe I could
pharmacists
figure it
help
out
you
if
find
I
lower
wasn't
prices by
distracted
accepting.
by that. Okay, so if they push again and I take it, seems okay for me. If they push again, I just take here probably first. I don't think there's really any threats. Yeah, I think we're fine. I'll just play d4. After d4 takes is okay. Yeah, I think d4 is an okay move. They could come in with the knight, but I should be okay there. So we're gonna play d4. knight more, just for my bishop. I can also take here. If I take, it's not like the pawn's going anywhere. If it does that, that's fine. So I think I should take with the knight. Okay. So, I mean, if I take with the bishop. I think that's pretty clear. If I take this way, I think I am just free to take back. This pawn would be a bit weak, but I should have better overall control over the position. And this bishop should be really strong. I should be able to figure that out. They don't have an easy way of targeting this pawn anyways, because they'd have to move the bishop, and then they'd have to get the rook there, and then they'd have to start doubling up. With the bishop still here, I don't think this pawn's too much of an issue. Maybe, well, if they push this and go here, maybe that's some added pressure. That's a bit annoying, but in doing that, they have to be worrying about, this happening, so they couldn't even do that immediately because of my strong light squared bishop. That's probably a pretty wise move. Looks good to me. I have a feeling that I start with... I'm starting to wonder whether e6 was necessary, or e3, because I'm thinking about playing e4 in some positions, and e3 didn't really do anything, actually. I don't think. So push the bit. I shouldn't be. I can calculate that after. If I take it, they're taking back with the knight, and that's a little annoying. I mean, I can get this mass trade here, in which I'm probably a bit worse because of the open b file. They take immediately, I still don't care. They're probably working towards like getting a rook here, I don't know. So I think it's about time I choose to develop my knight. That seems like the right idea. But where do I put my knight? I don't really have a good square for it. I guess I could take it. They take back, and I play knight c3. And as long as I can put pressure on this knight, that's pretty good for me. Yeah, they take back with the knight. I go here. If they take here, I think that's fine. So I think I start by taking it. And I don't want a queen trade, but with the knight here, I think I've concluded that it's okay. The sequence, I didn't calculate it out as much as it probably should have, though. But it feels right. My bishop's going to be a bit awkward. A lot of my pieces are going to be pretty awkward, but they won't have any open files to really deal with, to use. I'm fine taking with the queen, I think. Yeah, I don't see any issues with it. If I go here, they take. I take back, so here takes. I mean, I don't even know how to take that thing. I could take this thing probably. And then I can take with the bishop, so we should be fine to play this. Because I'm not going to take back if they take the knight. I'm going to take it with my own knight. And I think that's adequate. Because I can take this bishop with check, and they don't have any real targets. If they deliver the check, then I just take it, and if they take the pawn, I take here with check, and then take the knight, and that'd be a piece for a pawn. So, yeah, just play this.
Starting a business? Put it in the right hands with LegalZoom. Because the last thing you'd want to do is let it fall into the wrong hands.
Oh, yeah, you don't want that.
With easy
by
to use
definition.
tech and 25 years of experience, LegalZoom
Okay,
offers
this I don't
personalized
like
support
that.
to help ensure your
Maybe the
business
bishop
is
trade's
formed
fine.
accurate.
Okay, now that the ad's done talking, I can actually calculate. If they go here, like, because I don't know, takes. This is asking for a trade pretty much. Am I fine with this trade? I mean, yeah. Do I want it though? I mean, here if they take, the tension's probably better, and we're threatening to take this pawn here. So, aren't we? Wait, aren't we just winning the pawn though? If we just take like this, or no? No, we aren't, because they're threatening to take the bishop. Yeah, if I take here, they move the bishop, then I can't take the pawn. Because they take here. So if I go here, what are they going to do? Well, they're probably going to move their bishop here, and that's lame, but so it goes, I guess. I'm going to have good control, and I think I like the resulting position. I think I'm a bit better. But I'm not like too happy with it. Maybe like rook c8 is coming. I'm not entirely sure. But it should be a bit better for me. I should have more targets. Okay, they do play that, which is what I expected. I would love to get my queen onto one of these dark squares, but I can't do that immediately, so there's no point in doing it at all in this position. Can I add more pressure to the pawn? I mean, I do have this move as an idea. And it stops them from playing this bishop move, because I think after takes, I can just take the pawn. Although they might... No, I don't think they have any way to come in, so... this move looks very logical. Or I can just move the rook. I don't think attacking this pawn does anything. Yeah, I kind of want to play this move, but I also kind of don't. It feels a bit awkward, but I guess they don't really have any way to take advantage of it, do they? I just like that my queen has the ability to help all these pawns thrive. Whereas here, they just don't play this. It's not like my queen's doing anything, unfortunately. So my queen's just kind of lingering, and then I'm going to have trouble defending these pawns. That's kind of my thought. So I could just... Well, rook c8 hangs this pawn, though. Presumably, I don't think I have anything. So I want to be moving this rook, I think. Yeah, it's a bit tough. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And the moving the queen here seems like a potential issue in the future, although I am trying to take it immediately. In this case, and all should be well there. I think I'm going to play this queen move. I think it will work out. I just am not the biggest fan. It restricts some of their ideas, but I don't really feel like it does enough. Maybe I should have looked at queen g4, but I don't think it does anything. Because here, takes, and it's like, yeah, it's not like I'm threatening anything. I can't even infiltrate on this square because of the bishop, so yeah, I don't think there's really any ideas there. I might even play rook c1 and the queen back to d1. I don't really know what to do. They have a bit... Well, maybe I should be playing queen d1 to target the pawn. Or king d1, but... Or... What am I trying to say? Rook d1. And just add pressure there, but, you know, I am a bit concerned about my b-pawn. And if I were to play this, I'd have to then move again to then move my queen back so it can defend this square. But this seems like a decent formation, and it's not like they can play this queen move, pressuring my b-pawn yet, due to the fact that I am threatening to take this pawn, while defending the other pawn too. So it's potentially fine for me. So I think my next move might be rook fd1, and then I might try to play rook d2 and queen d1. And I think that will be the general plan. They're struggling to find a move, which I understand. I mean, I was struggling to find a move too. And they have a weakness really for me to target, whereas they can't really target my weakness, I don't think. And I don't really see much of an improving move for them. Maybe like queen to d6, queen d, moving the queen so you can move the rook to the d file. I think the goal, they should just try to move the rook to the d file. Okay, so they do play this, which makes sense, what I expected. But they're not targeting anything, so I can just move, I think, pretty freely, move my rooks and get those going. And I'll move my queen back, and we'll hope that something comes of that. Next move is probably going to be rook d2 after they move their rook. That's a bit of an odd square because it makes this pawn a bit weak. And I mean, I can almost just like target it. After this move, if they were to go back and I were to play takes, is that winning? I think they might have messed up, because I have this bishop move, which hits the pawn, so that looks very strong for me. It looks very, very good for me. I'm hitting the rook. They have to move the rook, and whether or not they defend the pawn, I don't think really matters too much. They go here, and I take with the bishop. They take with the bishop. I have this rook takes idea, and it looks pretty good for me. Maybe it's a bit complicated. I am giving up my light square bishop, but it seems right. So I'm going to play it. Great thing about this move is, of course, the check here. So they pretty much have to take, or they can move the queen, but I don't think they can really move the queen, truthfully. So I go here. They have to take. Yeah, I mean the queen has no squares even. Well, this might be kind of a square, but no. Afterwards, I would just play that. Yeah. Okay. So I think they have to move the rook. Whether or not they move to this square, I don't think it's too consequential. I mean, if I take it, like, if they go here, I take it, and then they go here, they do have some pressure, so I'm not confident I would take it if they don't move to the A square, but yeah, either way, no matter where they move the rook, I have an idea of bishop d5, and they have to take, and then I might take with the queen. Perhaps. Just really trying to get the queen trade. This might be fine though. One move I haven't calculated is this g6 move, but I don't think it does anything. For one, I think this is probably okay, but I'd calculate further, and not just be like, whoa. Oh, they're attacking my rook in return. I didn't see this one.
Ranger offers over 1 million high-quality products, from motors and belts to switches and sensors, helping maintenance engineers keep production lines moving.
Okay, You've done it,
click,
YouTube.
or stop by.
You've done it. I'm gonna get
For the
YouTube
ones
Premium
who
again.
get it
You've
done.
done it. I'll buy YouTube Premium. Thank you, YouTube. So now they do this, which so if I take, they take. I think I would probably want these rooks traded as opposed to not to. I don't know, but I could also give my rook to the c file, which seems pretty strong. It's hard to say exactly. I think if they push g3, I'm fine with it. Also, the pawn being. Okay. So I think I'm gonna play rook c1, but it's a lot to calculate, really. They pretty much have to take here. I think. And of course, I do have this idea. Wait, doesn't that win? Wait, takes. They have to take it. I take with the queen. Oh, no, it doesn't. They take with queen. I take with the queen. And it's defended, but that's not enough, obviously. Wait, what was the other line? Takes. They have to now move the queen somewhere. And I think that might win. Wait. Takes. Now the bishop is pseudo-defended. If they were to like move their queen to like here, for example. But they would still have, we'd have even material, I'd just be up a pawn. Would I be up? Yeah, I would be up a pawn. I'm gonna preserve the rook. I don't think that, I don't know. Whoa! What? I don't think that's doable. What? Huh? Wait. What's going on? I mean, I could play either. Does it matter which I play? That's kind of the question. I'm gonna play rook c2. But what if that ends up failing tactically for some stupid reason? Like, what if I want these rooks connected? But why would I want the rooks connected? It's hard to say. I think I want the rooks connected. I don't think it matters, though, at all, actually. But if I had to pick one for safety, I'm going to do this, because I think I'm winning the exchange. And I'm happy to win the exchange. Maybe rook c2 is more accurate, but this feels very safe. I'm very comfortable here. Takes, obviously somewhere. See, now I kind of wish I could double. Should I have double? Yeah, I should have played the other move, but it's fine. I've won the exchange. So that's something. What if I push? It's not like they can take. Then they would push. If I push, they push. And, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Well, then this would hang, at least. Yeah, I'm down to try that. It might not be good. I don't know. Where's the rook? I think I have the liberty to play rook d2 here. And if they attack me, it gets a little complicated. Because I don't know if I want to. If I'm about playing pushing the f-pawn. No, pushing the f-pawn is probably a pretty good move, though. Yeah, we're fine with pushing the f-pawn. So be it, I think. If they go here, I will push the f-pawn. It's so gross, though. But I think it's fine. I'm too low in time to calculate it to the end. I might not even be a good enough player to calculate it to the end. Okay, let's see. What if I move my queen here? It's an idea, at least. I mean, alternatively, if I go here, they take with the bishop, I take. No, but I guess. Well, could I take the rook? Would that give? No, that wouldn't give me what I want, would it? Wait. If I go here, they take here. Takes, 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 takes. Check. I mean, it's playable. That's like kind of complicated, though, isn't it? It's too. Should I do it? Takes, 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 takes. Here. I get the two rooks, and it should be very strong. Issues I gotta play like properly, but I should have no weaknesses. I really should be able to win that, I would think, but I'm better than two rooks for a queen right now anyways, aren't I? I mean, I could also just play this, but then I mean, I don't see where they would go. That's too scary. But they'd have the two bishops, and my pawn structure should be like that. But no, but then we'd be targeting this, and we'd probably trade, and it'd probably be okay. I'm gonna make an executive decision to play this one. I don't know. Okay, they keep the queen on, but I think it should be fairly easy now to. Ooh, I could do that. Probably not worth it. I'm just gonna play this. Nice and simple. They go here, preventing this maybe, and stop me from winning the pawn. Then I don't know what I do. Maybe I slide over. If they go here, I can push, can't I? Do I really not have like a square? Does this do anything? I'm just running out of time. Let's just move real quick. They'll take it, I'll push, they'll takes. Pawn should be weak, I should be fine. Oh, is that annoying? We'll just push. We'll just do it. That's kind of scary though, isn't it? But now they have less control over the light squares. So I might be able to do something with this. Okay. I think I'll do maybe this one. I can't quite push it yet. We're gonna do something a little crazy. We're gonna push this here. And we're gonna push both pawns up. What if you have those like this move? But after which maybe this works in some way. Maybe it doesn't, and that's way too much calculation for me to be playing. And if I move up, then like queen check's a bit annoying, but probably fine. I don't know, moving the king here though seems ridiculous. Maybe it's fine. If I can get the queens off, I feel pretty confident. Because I can just run my king to guard all the pawns and my rooks will, I don't know, harass them. And hopefully at some point there's some like useful sack, I don't know. Maybe I should have kicked the queen immediately. I don't know. But where would it go after I kick it? Would it really matter? It's hard to say without calculating it. And I don't really have time to do all that. My goal right now is f5, e6. Does that help them though? We're just gonna play what I was planning on playing. We'll push it, it's true. Yeah, I would say I can push it. They might think the pawn's kind of weak, I don't know. Yeah, this might peter out to a draw. Oh, I'm fine with that. I'm so okay with that. Like, I'm like so okay with that. I'm gonna start with this one because I don't know exactly what to do. I'm not sure that's really smart, but should be okay. But I just want to make sure this is defended. The move I wanted to play was queen to c6, but I don't know. I'm just scared. I'm a little scared. Is it worth playing h3? I don't know. If my king runs up here, then the queen can only like repeat like that, really. Which is maybe interesting, I don't know. But maybe I want rook to be able to go here as my king's here, whereas if this is pushed, then I think I saw some problem, maybe with like the bishop. So it'd be like, yeah, it's kind of weird. Because I wouldn't be able to run to the square with the bishop, so I wouldn't be able to like guard this wall on it. I don't know. Okay, they pushed the pawn. No, it's go time. Is this fine? We're gonna play it. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play this one, I think. And maybe move the rook up. I don't know what's going on, truthfully. Maybe move the queen, gotta watch out for their checks. Then I'm running and it's like, oh, is that okay? I don't know, that's a lot to calculate. I'm gonna need to get lucky, I think, with the queen checks, and it's just gonna have to work. What if that's, wait, what? Isn't that insane? You know what? I don't have time to verify whether or not that's insane. We're just gonna play it. That looks really good for me though. And maybe I could even sack the rook at some point with my strong pass pawn. But I'd have to eliminate this first, or at least guard it properly. But yeah, actually I might. No, but then
every Monday I'd stare at the
there's
books
more
and
to
think,
calculate.
one bad week and we're dead. 4 years into our startup, our postage bill swelled to over $1 million a year.
Cool. They push. Can I even play this? Because they push again. Takes. Takes. No, that's not good enough. I need to keep the queen on at least. Maybe that would work, but that's a lot of calculates, and I can't be calculating all that. Okay, this I don't mind so much. I just play check, right? I can take it too. No, I can't, because that. So we'll play check. Do I have any way to deal with the king? Can I play this? Is this move okay? We're gonna play it. We are gonna play it, but that gives them a check. Oh, then maybe I go back. Yeah, we're gonna go back. Wait, couldn't I have played this? What am I doing? Wait, wasn't there king on the back rank? I could have just forced the trade. No! That's not good. Maybe they're gonna play like queen a3. That's an annoying move. That's a very annoying move. But maybe with like... maybe with some moves with the queen, we're fine. Do they play queen a3? Like if I go here, check, and then like we might have like a back rank threat. Oh my god, did I have the game won? I did, I had the game won. Oh, that's gonna hurt if I lose. I mean, I literally had the game won. It was won. Yes! Okay, we can work with this. Oh, yeah, okay, this is very easy. Very, very easy to win. Their promotion score isn't even covered by the bishop, so... I mean, this is just trivial. Okay, and now here we just easily win it. Here we play check, which forces them away too. So, because they can't go to that square, so check, I believe. They move, and then I can just do that. Oh, wait, that's covered though. Push, check, mate, right? I can push, and this is checkmate? I believe it is. I don't think I'm missing anything. Okay, we did it. We did it. Whew. Okay. Okay. Seems like I was pretty consistently better. 79.9 suggests I didn't do like amazingly at capitalizing on everything, but I never threw the game. The game was always in my hands, and it was never not in my hands. But I guess this was a pretty long game, because that's a lot of moves, right? Also, the opening, only 89, so maybe there's better there. Okay, first of all, how many moves? Only 45, it wasn't that many. So knight f3, e6. I just play g3. Okay. Actually, yeah, I looked at this beforehand. Playing d4 in these kinds of positions is fine. After DC, just everything is okay. So, in fact, DC is good for you. Or no, DC isn't good for. Is DC good for you? Yeah, it is. The computer's calculating it wrong before, I think. So yeah, even this position, you play d4. Or maybe you don't. Possibly not. I mean, d4 isn't like terrible though. But it seems CD works better in this position. So yeah, I could have went for that. I wasn't really sure. I didn't really think it worked. Which I should have been aware that it worked. I've looked at positions like this before and gone like, oh no, that's fine for me. So, but I wasn't sure d4 worked, so I kind of danced around this. I played b3, which is inaccurate, but I feel like it's almost a transposition. And I want them to play d4. This is kind of the whole goal. Like, that's the kind of position I'm trying to play. So if d4 is the issue with playing b3, I don't really care. But if in general it's worse than other setups, then maybe it is a bit annoying. But still, it's allowing the fianchetto, so it's fine. I don't have an issue with my inaccuracy there. Okay, we cast one. This actually transposes to a line into English, which, yeah, I kind of was surprised b3 didn't, so, yeah. It does transpose, so I have no issue with that. Apparently you see the CD though, they want here, and if they, I think I was annoyed with knight takes, or, no, maybe, I don't know. But this is a pretty weak pawn, I don't mind playing against this. I would be quite happy with this, in fact. Although, actually, is push annoying? No, I mean it opens up the bishop and this pawn is probably fine to deal with. Yeah, this is good for me too. Okay, they really wanted CD. I think I was annoyed with knight takes though. And I didn't like that I have to play like d3, or I guess you can immediately play d4 and that makes it okay. So, I think the main thing I'm going to be taking away from this game is the importance of d4, because the reason I wasn't taking is because I didn't really want to play d4, I think, into this all. So I play this, trying to prepare e3. I assume it's better than e3 to play that. No, it's not. I thought after knight here though, but you can just play d4 actually, and they can't jump in, so. Okay, fair enough. Instead I make some weaknesses for myself, I guess, playing e3, unnecessarily. And they really want d4, but I really wouldn't mind d4. I would be fine with d4, I think. Maybe in this, no, but even in this specific position, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It is, of course, a little annoying, as my bishop is very cut off, but it's not the end of the world. Finally, I played d4. Knight takes was correct. Okay. So this is all fine. He wants a4. Taking away the pressure here, which, knowing what I know about the position and playing it out, yeah, a4 would have been really nice. So, I can see that. fd1, okay. It wants bishop takes d8, but I thought that. Oh, you can take the pawn on a5 now. I didn't realize that actually. If I saw that, I probably would have went for it. this, yeah, this wouldn't be that good. So I think my evaluation of what I saw was fine. I didn't look and go, oh, I can take the a5 pawn in this line. So that was kind of a big issue. Instead I moved the rook though, which it's fine. And this felt pretty bad. He wants rook c2. But I think that would have required a bit more calculation. I don't know. I was really scared that this rook would be under fire, which is weird to say because obviously I'm trying to bring the rook up here after like taking, but after I take here, they take back with the rook, and I don't know. I thought it might be kind of weird, but in hindsight, yeah, rook c2. And during the game, I really felt the desire for rook c2. I just played rook b1, which is a bit inaccurate, probably. Still winning. Okay. Here I'm not really sure what to do. Apparently I can play b takes. Because of e5, I guess. Or e4 it is. Okay, I didn't see this line. And I should have seen it. I should have seen it. Should have saw it. I don't know. Yeah. Given that I played e4, I should have considered it. But okay. I take the pawn. You go back. Let's try to double the rooks. They're able to target it, but oh well. They want queen takes, which is apparently 0.4 only, but I think it would be very clearly better for me after a queen takes, so. Or at least, I don't know, I like that after this, we have this, so presumably they have to take with the bishop. It says bishop to b4, attacking my rook. And let's say rook d1. Engine says d3. And I guess this would actually be really annoying. But I thought that this would kind of make it fun. Engine's starting to increase the evaluation though after that move. So I think the engine might have been misevaluating it a little bit. It is better than 0.4, because I think I'm playing all the top engine moves. And I maybe was correct in this evaluation, because they don't really have any way to make progress. So I am just kind of able to sit here and then move things, but maybe it would peter out to a draw. But I'm very clearly better, and under time pressure, I don't think it was the worst decision. The move it wants is queen to b6, which I didn't see. I thought about this move. I think maybe not. I don't know. But the bishop sees it, so yeah. But defending it like that would have made sense. Okay. I was very unsure what to do here. So I just drop back, trying to add pressure to the pawn. I don't know. Kind of a weird move. They defend it with the bishop. e5 is fine apparently. Queen f5. They want me to go back because if they take, then I have pressure on the bishop. We get this trade, which I think is fine. And then I start pushing the pawns. It's not really giving me the best move, but it seems that everything I'm doing is winning, so I have no issue with it. Get this trade, and now here I should play queen c, but I missed that move. Instead I do this, which I want the trade, but I had a way to force the trade, so it's all just so ridiculous. Go back, and then they take, which makes this very easy for me. And here I win the pawn race, actually, made it like that. I thought that this might be a bit annoying. Or, what? I thought that the bishop seeing this square is a bit annoying. I don't think I saw that initially. I was actually planning to get behind the pawn, but that doesn't work. But then I realized, okay, you can just play this. And if that was an option, I could still play a move such as, like, rook to c5, and I would be winning. Because I'd just be able to run the king on over. And this pawn plus rook is just it's crushing. I mean, they have to play king g8. They don't if they try to like break open over here. Then I have this simple sacrifice, I would say. I'm pretty sure this is fine. As if they take b2, I can just promote the pawn because they were not in time. So I think the main thing to take away from this game is that d4 in these kinds of positions is fine, even if they already have the pawn on the c file. Other than that, I mean, I missed a couple of things. Most infuriatingly, probably the queen trade there, but also that I could take this pawn, but saying, oh, I missed something isn't really a great way of improving, but being like, oh, I could play d4 in this kind of position is. So I do think the d4 thing is just the main lesson takeaway. Here's so many book moves, 6 book moves. They were like spread out. Because, go back. I mean, this was a book move, and they castled. But then, you know, there were like some inaccuracies. Although, I don't really feel like all these were real inaccuracies. Like, I think playing b3 is fine. You can do that. I bet that's been played even in the Astros database. 11 games. There we go. Are there any notable games in this? Probably not. No, it doesn't look like it. But yeah. Yeah, I did make, like, here castling and stuff. Or, yeah, castling's probably fine too. There's one point where it's at like 0.8 though. Like here. Well, no, but I mean, if they lock it down though, it is a bit of a worse Benoni maybe. So there's that to keep in mind. I don't know. But yeah, pretty good game, I would say. I played overall better than I normally do. I do feel a bit better rested today. But yeah, the d4 thing, if I played that, it probably would have made it much easier. So I should have been recognizing c4, d4, or just d4 in general. Yeah, that's gonna be all.